How to buy tax lien certificates. Welcome back. Since 1972, I've been involved in real estate. But today, I'm going to specialize and tell you about how to buy tax lien certificates. A number of years ago, about 30 years ago, I changed over and made that my business for the future. I'm going to show you how to get rich doing it. So, if you get involved in tax lien certificates, you're going to start receiving profitable checks directly from the government. Think about that. Just like those checks the government's been sending out, you're going to get some from local counties when you get involved with tax lien certificates. Now, you're going to find out that your whole life is going to change when this happens, because this is an investment that's been around for 200 years. So anybody can invest in tax lien certificates. You can start with $50, $500, or $500,000. There's going to be tax lien certificates for everywhere. Now, where does this all come from? Well, the legislature and the local county got together and said, look, we got a lot of people aren't paying their property tax. And basically every property in America has a tax. It's called a property tax. Now, this is not a big tax. It's like 1%. All right, so you're going to see on this short video that we're going to have how you could be making 16, 18, 24, and 36%. I said it's a short video, but I want you to stay till the end, because what I'm going to do then is I'm going to tell you two big mistakes that I want you to avoid. And the mistakes are always happening at tax defaulted auctions. So I'll be right back. Now, this system is easy. It was created when most people couldn't read and write. So you're going to find that this is going to be easy for you to do. And then once you understand it, you can make money for the rest of your life. I said for the rest of your life. Now, everything I'm going to tell you is 200 years old. Now, the government created a win-win situation. What does that mean? It means the government's going to be happy with it, and you're going to be happy with it, and all of your community is going to be happy. Why? Because what happens is thousands of people across America don't pay their property tax. Now, the local government is in a real problem situation then if people don't pay, because local government gets all their revenue from property tax. Now, investors are a little on the skeptical side about this. Why? Because the media doesn't know anything about it. And if it's been around for 200 years, but the media is always skeptical. All right? So this investment was created by the government, and it's created for everybody's benefit, for the government's benefit and for your benefit. And I'll demonstrate that to you in the next couple of minutes. So let's understand the foundational information first. Every property in the United States, except for schools and churches, is taxable. Now, it's a very small tax, usually 1%, 2%. It's very, very low. You might be in a state like New York or California, a little high, but most of the states, tax is very low. All right, so now this low tax, if it doesn't get paid, what is the county going to do? The county's got a real problem on the hands. What's the problem? Well, if they don't get revenue, who's going to pay the police department? Who's going to pay the fire department? Who's going to pay the school teacher? You getting the idea? Who's going to fix the roads? Who's going to pay for the court system? Well, the local government has a lot of bills to pay, and we'll talk more about that as we go along in these videos. But the point is they have bills to pay, so they have to collect taxes. So if people don't pay, what are they going to do? Well, the legislature tells the treasurer in that county, number one, levy a tax. Number two, collect the tax. Number three, if the people don't pay the tax, either confiscate the property or issue a tax lien certificate. So today, we're going to learn about those tax lien certificates. And basically, those tax lien certificates are high reward for you and high reward for the county. However, the people that are late with their taxes, we're going to save their asset. That's right. All right, now you're probably wondering, do tax lien certificates apply in your state? If they do, and you want to know how much they pay, just send me a little note when I finish this video and tell me you want to know that information. I'll send it out to you right away, and I'll send you a free gift. All right, so let's learn about these tax lien certificates and the tax defaulted property. So we learned so far that the legislature and the local county got together to collect this money. We also learned that they have to have this money because that's how they pay for all the government services. All right, now, if the treasurer doesn't get paid, I can assure you, I've been watching this for my 25 years as an investor, the treasurer will confiscate the property. Now, what are they going to do with it? The treasurer does not want the property. They do not want the. What they want is revenue. They want revenue to run the government, revenue on the tax roll. You see, if no one's paying, they're not on the tax roll. The tax roll is the money that's coming in. They want that coming in. It's like coupons. They want the money coming all the time so that they can pay all of their bills. All right, so let's say your state issues a tax lien certificate. All right, that means someone in that community did not pay their tax. When they didn't pay the tax, they send them notice after notice after notice. They haven't paid the tax, so they issue a tax lien certificate. Now, anybody can buy that certificate. How would you buy it? You can find a list of them in the newspaper. You can find a list of them online. Anybody can bid, and you can buy tax lien certificates. No big deal. Anybody can buy them. Now, you do not get possession of the property. You do not get possession. Now, this is why the states that sell tax lien certificates are very benevolent. You bought a certificate, but they don't kick the people out. They let them stay there. They give them a year or even 2 years to recover and get their act together, and either get a new job or get their car fixed or put the roof on that they had to put on, whatever. In other words, when they get finished with their problems, they're going to have to pay the tax. When they commit to pay the tax, they're going to have to pay a late fee. The late fee could be in some states 16%, other states 18%, other states 24%. Illinois, it's 36%. All right, so every state can make their own rules, and every county can make their own rules. So the lowest I've ever seen is 12% tax, and that's out on Long Island, in Nassau and Suffolk counties, in other places like Cook County, in Illinois, and DuPage County, which is Chicago. My goodness, 36%. So you're kind of getting the idea. So anybody can buy a tax lien certificate. All right, some of them are $50, some of them are $500, some of them are $50,000. There's all different sizes. All you have to do is get the list. You can learn to get the list. You want us to teach you how to do it, we'll show you step-by-step process on how to bid. Now, each state, as I said, makes their own rules. This is a quality investment if you make it that way. Now, how do you make this a quality investment? Well, first of all, don't buy tax lien certificates that you don't know what they are. Don't go over and pick a note and say, this is a number and I'm going to guess. Every property has a number. Check the property out online. Go there and put your boots on the ground and check it. You don't want to buy what you haven't seen. However, a tax lien certificate can be a high quality investment. It could be a beautiful house in the country club. It could be a ranch or a farm. It could be a residential lot. So don't buy junk, only buy good stuff. Because when you buy a tax lien certificate, if you don't get paid, you get the property. Now let me say that again. If you buy a tax lien certificate and you don't get paid, you are going to get the property. I hope you're getting the idea. This is a predictable, certain, and secure investment. If you don't know about it, it's time you started investigating. Why? Because the opportunity is very level. It's there all the time. So I've been doing it, round numbers, 30 years. I've been in the real estate market for more than 50 years. This is the safest investment in America today. Why? Because you're going to invest with the government, you're going to get a check back from the government, and you're going to get it again and again and again. Why? Every time you invest, you're going to get a check back. The property will not be yours when you buy a tax lien certificate immediately. Now, if they don't pay, you'll get the property. But what happens when you buy a tax certificate, you get a piece of paper that allows you to make a return of 16%, 18%, 24%, up to 36%. Now, if that doesn't sound like a lot, compare it with a passbook savings at a local bank. All right, so the counties advertise. You can buy all the properties you want, all the tax lien certificates you want. I'll teach you about buying tax defaulted properties on another video, but this one's all about tax lien certificates. All right, so let me get ready to button this up. Before I do, I want to tell you this. I'm in Florida. I'm broadcasting from a little studio in the back of my office, and I can tell you there's 67 counties in this state. All of the counties will have tax lien certificates to sell, and when you combine all the county auctions together, there'll be over 1 million certificates just in the state of Florida. I haven't even talked about Texas, haven't had time to get to California, Washington, Virginia, Massachusetts, New York, haven't even got there. Just 1 million just in the state of Florida. Think about that. This is a business of abundance. You got to get involved and get this thing figured out. All right, now if you're searching for investments, this is the perfect investment. You can't invest with me. There's no brokers involved. You're going to invest your money directly with the county. Everybody benefits. The first beneficiary is the property owner. How does a property owner be a beneficiary? They don't lose their property. You don't get the property, you don't get possession, but you own all the rights to that property. They can't sell it, they can't do anything with it. So they're the beneficiary because they don't lose. You're a beneficiary because you're going to get paid a giant rate of return, 16, 18, 24. And the county is so happy because now they have money to run the government. This is a perfect business for everybody, and you're helping your own community. So now I'm going to do a couple of questions. So let me just turn to my desk here, and I'll show you a couple of things. I can show you a lot about Florida and other ones. All right, so if you were to call a place like Tampa, Florida, okay, they would have a newspaper like this one. And this newspaper headline says Tampa Bay Times. And if I open the newspaper up, you're going to find out that there's absolutely no pictures. There's going to be somewhere between 20 and 40,000 certificates every year, between 20 and 40,000. Now, that's just one county that's called Hillsborough County. Let me pick out something people know because they know football. Jacksonville Jaguars, okay. Here's Jacksonville. This is about 30,000 certificates in here, and I'm going to hold them up. I'm just kind of struggling with the newspaper. All right, there's no pictures. Okay, all there is a list of so that's the 30,000 available in Jacksonville. Now, I can keep going on and on. Oh, here's one we don't want to miss. Okay, this is the Miami Times, okay? I'm holding up the Miami Times. This has got over 60,000 certificates available just in the state of Florida. There's a whole United States here that has tax lien certificates. All right, so let me do that slowly so that you get it. I'm here in Florida. The certificate will pay all the way up to 18%. So 18% is the highest you can earn in Florida. If you decided you wanted to do it in a different state, like you might want to go to, let's use Arizona so we cover the West Coast. All right, so in Arizona, the certificates pay up to 16%. All right, now very similar to tax liens are redeemable deeds, which they do down in Texas. They pay 25% in 6 months. So think about that. So most rates are annualized rates. Some states will have penalty rates. I mean, there's a lot to learn here. You need to start investigating this.